Hi everyone. This week, week 13, we are moving on to Module 10, which is the third advanced level for Microsoft Excel. After we get through this week, we have one more module, which is Module 11, and then we will wrap up the semester and we will have a capstone project, your final file management checkup, and we will be done. And as always, you are willing to work ahead and finish up this class early if you need to. If you've got other finals you need to focus on, if you're traveling for a club or anything like that. Okay, so what's happening this week? This week you're going to learn about data analysis, power tools, and macros. So in this module you're going to learn about the power pivot. So we just learned about pivot tables. We're going to take it one step higher with power pivots. And what are power pivots? So in our regular pivot tables we have one data table that we use to create a pivot table, and then we manipulate that data. Power pivot tables, we take multiple, so you might have 2 or 3 sheets of tables with data in it that are related to each other, but not identical, they're just related, and then we build a pivot table based off of that. And that's what this power tools is. We call it the power pivot. And so it's not complicated, it's just like learning some extra cool features about pivot tables. The one thing you do need to know about this module is that there's some things you have to turn on. So make sure you watch the video for the project. You will have to turn on the developer tab because you won't be able to see it until you turn it on. So you go to Excel options, turn on the developer tab, and then you also need to, in the Excel options, you need to go down the bottom, and in the add-ins you need to add the COM add-ins and make sure all the boxes are checked. So the different things that you're learning in this module, you have to turn extra features on in Excel that you can't see or use until you turn those on. So make sure you check out my video, follow the instructions, and places where it says enable macros and all those things. And so also something I want you to know is that in the instructions it tells you to enable macros, but sometimes the way the files open, depending on if you turn on these other tabs first, it'll enable the macros for you. So as long as you are able to create macros, you have turned it on correctly. And if you have any issues with this one, let me know. And if you have any grader issues, sometimes there have been some weird quirky grader issues with the macros, don't hesitate to reach out to me. I'm happy to look at things, I'm happy to overwrite grades, give you points if something's going buggy on you, because every platform we use, it's technology, and technology is definitely not perfect. So I help compensate by giving you points where needed. And then that's all I have for you this week. So I hope you have a great week. I hope you're enjoying the weather, and